What's going on YouTube? Jeans here. Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we're using an all-time favorite. We got ourselves a star-studded Umbreon team for the casual ladder. Now, when it comes to Umbreon, this Pokemon is surprisingly very bulky and very solid on the competitive scene. This Umbreon over here is rocking Inner Focus as its ability, so we don't gotta worry about intimidates or flinches. On top of that, we got the safety goggles to deal with Spore Pokemon, aka Amoonguss, and then Move Bull, Foul Play, Moonlight, Taunt, and Yawn. So we can put Pokemon to sleep, we can taunt support users, do big time damage to physical attackers, and recover our own HP. Like I said, Umbreon's a fan favorite, so every time I use it, I feel like everybody enjoys the video. So I decided to grab ourselves an Umbreon team today. Now, outside of Umbreon, we got Koraidon. Obviously, Koraidon an elite option in today's meta with the Orichalcum Pulse. This one's rocking loaded dice with Scale Shot, Flare Blitz, and Collision Course. Very strong moveset. Koraidon, definitely OP. Our final four Pokemon, all solid meta choices: Entei, Raging Bull, Ogerpon, and Fluttermane. Obviously, Fluttermane's gonna thrive out in the sunlight with Koraidon due to its photosynthesis ability. Ogerpon's half support, half physical attacker. Entei with that choice band doing a ton of damage. And then another great special attacker to pair up with Fluttermane and Koraidon, Raging Bull. Guys, you want to run the team for yourself? Rental code is at the top right hand corner. And if you do enjoy today's video, don't forget to leave a like on it and subscribe to the channel. But without further ado, let's hop into match number 1, showcasing Umbreon on the casual ladder. Match number 1 on its way, going up against a Landorus and Thundurus team. Now, Landorus was super strong in the competitive scene in previous games and a little bit in this game, but ever since like restricted Pokemon have really hopped onto the field, Landorus has really fallen off. Or I could say Incineroar really has just taken its spot, but nonetheless, Landorus is still a top option, and I'm very scared of it. But from here, we got to watch out for Intimidate, so going into non-physical attackers is probably our play. Or I could just go like Entei Koraidon, then just like hard swap out. It's not bad for me. I'm just trying to think of who they're potentially going to lead here, and I'm kind of thinking that it's going to be Fluttermane Chi, which honestly I don't like. I don't like one bit. What's my player? Do I just go into Koraidon anyway? I feel like Koraidon's a great option here. Honestly, Entei's a great option. I'm gonna go Koraidon, Entei. Give me Umbreon in the back end, and then last but not least, either Fluttermane or Raging Bolt. Or honestly, Ogerpon rips here. Ogerpon rips. You know what? No Umbreon. I hate to break it to you guys. No Umbreon. We're going Raging Bolt and Ogerpon. It's just a better option here. Plus, it's the first match of today's video. And you guys know I really like to try to get off a win in match number 1. It just makes the video 10 times better for my sake, right? Then I can mess around match number 2 and 3 knowing I have a win under my belt. But then I'm going into these two. I knew the Intimidate Pokemon would come out here. That's totally fine. I can still do a ridiculous amount of damage to this thing with Sacred Fire. But Glimmora, on the other hand, probably trying to go for a rock move here, which is not good for me. So I'm pretty much forced to Terrasilize my Entei, right? Depending on what Terror type it has. Kind of wish we had Clear Amulet onto this Koraidon. But again, still, we can do a ton of damage. But I got the normal Terror type, which I am going to end up sending. And I'm just going to go for Sacred Fire into that Lando slot. And then from here, I mean, do I still just go like Flare Blitz or Collision Course into this slot? Or I could just Hard Swap into Raging Bolt. Could be going for ground moves. That's not good. Could just go into Ogerpon. Saver. Koraidon. Yeah, we're just going to go into Ogerpon. I have Sturdy, so that's fine by me. Landorus over here could be Choice Scarf, so it could be U-turn pivoting here. Something I wouldn't like. But I feel like I'm forced to Terrasilize, because Meteor Beam is a thing. And I can do a ton of damage into my boy. It can do a ton of damage into my boy. Same thing with any ground moves, such as like Stomping Tantrum. We'll see what he wants to do. He's gonna end up protecting Lando. Oh man. Can he protect Glimmora too? Can he double down with Protect? This was just a big time turn for him. Good thing to know is that I do outspeed with my Entei. I outspeed the Glimmora. And he is just ripping a Power Gem. Which, I mean, he's probably going to do half. Just about. There's half damage. Could he swap into anybody who can really soak this Fire Shot? Chiyu maybe, but it's still going to do a ton of damage. But from here, honestly, let's just double down into this slot. Let's just double straight down into this slot. Ivy Cudgel. Alongside with Sacred Fire. There's a chance he might Hard Swap. And if he does Hard Swap in Chiyu, I got that Ivy Cudgel launched into that slot. So, that's not bad for me. It's not too bad for me. I am scared of Glimmora. We don't like Glimmora. Glimmora very annoying to play up against. Just because you gotta watch out for its spike, so I don't want to trigger the spikes too early and just have Pokemon being poisoned left and right. Let's see what they want to do here. Hopefully they just spiky shield Glimmora. That'd be sweet. That would be sweet. And I'm hoping I can get off this turn and another turn from Entei. That'd be nice. 2 more turns with Entei would be very good because I can always E-speed if I have to. But they're thinking. And they're just going to stay in here. Ivy Cudgel's going to launch here. Pick up great damage. He's going to end up outspeeding Entei. And they're probably just going to double down. Oh, that KO'd. That KO'd. Ouch. That KO'd. That hurts the soul. And honestly, if I go into... What's it called? Oh, your Life Orb. If I go into... Koraidon here, I know for a fact he's going to hard swap Lando. If I go into Koraidon here, I know for a fact he's hard swapping Lando. And I am going to do that. So he's going to hard swap Lando this turn. And I think at this point, we could double down into Glimmora, but there is a chance he could just be going for Spiky Shield. Or, again, he's definitely swapping. I just got to go into Ivy Cudgel, right? Yeah, Ivy Cudgel can do big time damage in all of them. So from here, you outspeed everybody, maybe except for Fluttermane. So maybe just Scale Shots are play. Yeah, I'm just going to go Ivy Cudgel into Scale Shot here. And he ends up protecting, that's fine. I thought he was going to swap, but Protect works. Scale Shot's going to fly here. And Toxic Spike's just going to go all over the field. We're just going to stack it up. I just want this speed boost just in case Fluttermane pops out here. A lot of poisons to go around. A lot of poisons to go around here. Ton of damage. Did I hit 4 times? That's good damage. My defense does drop. However, that speed boost is going to be very nice for me. Ivy Cudgel going to get blocked. And Glimmora, what you got cooking for us? Another Mortal Spin, maybe? No, just going to Sludge Bomb here. I'm poisoned. I'm going to get chipped. One more turn, I do die out. It's not terrible for me. My defense is already lowered. Again, he's probably swapping, but he doesn't have many options to swap into. He really doesn't have many options to swap into. That's going to soak this Ivy Cudgel. So at this point, we're just going to get rid of Glimmora. Another Ivy Cudgel's going to launch from us. And he's just going to stay on the field and take this double KO. That's fine. So I have a +1 speed on my Koraidon. Sunlight is going to end rather soon, which kind of sucks for me. But still, this speed boost is very nice. Ivy Cudgel going to finish you off. And hopefully, I don't think I can, but hopefully, I could soak up this poison and live on 1 HP, because that'd be beautiful. Live on 1. Live on 1. I didn't think so. It just would have been nice. So now I'm going to pop out here. My what's called is going to get poisoned, which really sucks. I think Sunlight ends, correct? I know we have 1 turn left in Sunlight. That's nice. But my guy's going to get poisoned here. Raging Bolt. I still have Terror type. They still have Terror type. And I wonder if they have Fluttermane and Chi in the back end. That would really be a problem for me. There's Fluttermane. It's going to be Land or Thunderous. Okay. That's not terrible. I can still do a ton of damage with, like, what's it called here? Thunderclap. Still do a ton of damage with Thunderclap. I have Fairy Terra. I might as well use it. Or should I go into Fire Terra? I think Fire Terra might be better. We do have the Assault Vest, so... Oh, wait. Did I already use my Terra type? I used it on Entei. Oh, no. Luckily, we do outspeed these guys. I'm thinking just Flare Blitz and just T-Bolt, right? Unless you're Volt Absorb. I don't think you're Volt Absorb. I really believe you to be probably Prankster. I really do believe you're going to be Prankster, but we'll see a Terra type launch here. Probably in the Fluttermane, just Fairy Terra, looking for as much damage as we can. But Flare Blitz should KO, unless you're Focus Sash. Maybe I should double down that slot. This is going to be the match right here. Let me T-Waves me. Smart play, GG's. Smart play, GG's. Unless I still outspeed. No shot. GG's. Yeah, that's going to leave. My what's called will soak. My Raging Bolt will soak that, but my Koraidon stands no chance. 4 times weak. Why did I think we had Terror type? Use it on my Entei a little bit ago. That's fine. GG Sword Pony here. T-Bolt's gonna fly, pick up good damage. Sunlight's gonna fade. There goes my photosynthesis, and chances are you're probably booster energy. Yep. There's the boosty energy. And that settles the match. Game, set, match. Maybe I should have protected Thunderclapped. Went from there, but I had that speed boost. Really wasn't expecting the T-Wave to pop out there. And I won that Flare Blitz in last turn of Sunlight. But I'm just going to end up running this one. GG's to our opponent. We start off 0-1. Let's go after our second match. Look to use Umbreon and look to grab ourselves our first victory. Match number 2 on its way. We are going up against a heavy Sun team. Now, I got to bring in my Sun players, Koraidon, Raging Bolt, and Flutter Mane. And on top of that, I definitely want Entei, but I want Umbreon here as well. Let's just lead Umbreon. I can yawn away. I can be annoying. I'm with that. Plus, I got safety goggles to deal with Sleep Powder. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's go Umbreon. Actually, Umbreon for the back end. Probably a better play. We could just go Koraidon alongside with like a speedy Flutter Mane. Or even Raging Bolt. I definitely want these 3. Just don't know what order I want to put them in. It could lead like... What's it called? Would be super annoying. Typhlosion for a lead would be super annoying. I just want to go into Raging Bolt at this point. I think Raging Bolt can just do a lot, so I'm going to go Raging Bolt, I'm going to bring Flutter Mane, I'm going to bring Umbreon in the back end. Let's do it. Lock it in, lock it down. This one's going to be tough, but hopefully we can pull off a win. We lost that last match. Our opponent honestly just played super well with the swap in and outs and a big time protection from Lando, which I kind of knew he was probably going for. At least one of those times. I probably should double down into the other slot, but I just ended up not doing it. But he ends up going Murkrow alongside with Koraidon, or not Koraidon, Komodo. Not bad for me. I mean, T-Bolt can launch. We could deal a lot of damage into Murkrow. And Komodo, on the other hand, really just here for the dragon moves. I might just double down to Komodo and just let Murkrow do Murkrow things, right? I think so. I think that's our best bet. Just let Murkrow do Murkrow things. We can go for Scale Shot here. On top of that, you know what? I'm just going to attack the Murkrow. I'm just going to T-Bolt. Maybe Volt Switch. I'm going to Volt Switch pivot the Murkrow. Komo could go Steel Terra type. But yeah, I'm just going to go for Volt Switch here. He's going to Terrasilize. As long as it's not Fairy, I mean, we're fine. Probably Steel, right? A lot of Komo's rock Steel. Yeah, it is Steel. The Steel Terra type pops, he probably just wants to go for like, I don't know, a Dragon move or maybe like an Iron Defense. And he's going to boost up a Tailwind here, which is no big deal for me. Not a big deal. He goes for Clanger's Soul, so he's going to get a ton of HP here. Or not HP, a ton of stat boost. But he's going to lose HP. I think it's 1 stat boost on each thing. But with this speed boost, I'm hoping maybe we can... just maybe we can outspeed. Their best bet is just go into our Fairy Flutter Mane here. Maybe just Icy one down. And then just go for... What is that move? I can't even think of it. What's the signature move? Collision Course. But I drop my defense here. Now I'm Volt Switching on out of here. And I'm KOing. Okay. That's big time. The Murkrow gone. Get this hard swap going. And honestly, going for maybe a Protect here from Koraidon. And then just Icy Wind away and just start dropping speed is might be our best option. Let's see who they go into. I kind of wish we had Shadow Ball, because at this point I would have just protected and then used Shadow Ball to KO Komo, but we don't have Shadow Ball, which is not good for me. They're going to go into their next Pokemon. It's going to be Venusaur. Put me to sleep could be annoying. Probably something they're thinking about. I'm going to end up protecting Koraidon, and again, just going for Icy Wind here. I mean, Flutter Mane should actually, no, it probably doesn't outspeed Venusaur. Can you try to put my Koraidon to sleep? That'd be very nice. If you try to put my Koraidon to sleep, that'd be very nice. And of course, you're going after my Flutter Mane. We might be in some trouble here, folks. We might be in some trouble here. He's definitely putting Koraidon to sleep. Definitely putting Koraidon to sleep. I could hard swap Koraidon and go right into Safety Goggles play. Or I could just try to attack. I'm gonna try to attack. I'm gonna try to attack. Yeah, come on. Wide lens probably on this Venusaur and just sleep Powder City. Is that the place today? Is that what we're dealing with? Fluttermane, can you wake up? That's for another Congress Soul. Hold up. It's gonna bring you super low on HP, where a Thunderclap can probably KO you. Or hopefully my Fluttermane just wakes up. That'd be beautiful news. How much HP you lose? Yeah, you are super low. So I'm still slumped. Sludge Bomb probably most likely gonna fly here. Nonetheless, I'm just gonna go for a Flare Blitz here in this slot. And I'm just gonna go for a Moonblast in this slot. Hopefully I can wake up and just KO you. Really? He doubled down with Congress Soul. That's risky play there. Now you don't have HP. You do not have a lot of HP. Murkrow gone. Venusaur being annoying. I kind of just don't want there to be sunlight anymore, but chances are they probably have Ninetales in the back end. So, I mean, Sleep Powder City is probably the play. Solar Beam's gonna fly here. Most likely into the Fluttermane slot. I have Focus Sash, so I know I'm soaking this. But let's see what he wants to end up doing here. He's gonna go for a Drain Punch here. That makes sense. What he trying to get HP back. That makes sense. Drain Punch. Can one of you guys wake up? Both of you guys? Alright, there's she waking up. That's good news. Doing pretty much 0 damage. Can you wake up too? Come on, Koraidon. Needed you there. Needed you there. Their Tailwind's gone. It's good news. So that honestly means Fluttermane probably outspeeds with Photosynthesis. Go for Collision Course here. I guess we'll just go for Icy Wind. Just slow down Venusaur a little bit and deal okay damage to it. See, this is where I wish we had Shadow Ball, and of course, I'm still asleep. 3 turns sleep. Really just screwing us over here. Ironhead's gonna fly. He's picking up the KO in the Fluttermane. Actually, sending it into that slot. Maybe he thought I was swapping. Okay, we're at a point where I don't know if we can KO. I mean, Foul Play might have to be that clutch play for us. Foul Play might have to be that clutch play for us. But I have to try to figure out ways where we can actually KO these Pokemon. I mean, my best bet here is probably Draco Meteor this Venusaur, right? Hoping that I can KO it that way. Even though I'm going to lower my special attack. And then hoping Foul Play can KO this Komodo. That's really where I'm at. Do we want to Terrasilize anything? Maybe you and the Fairy, because if you're going to go for a move, what do you have? Ironhead, Congress Soul. You know, I haven't seen you use Protect, Drain Punch. No, we have to Terrasilize you. We have to Terrasilize you into Poison. I can't have you take a Drain Punch. Then we'll go Foul Play. We'll just go Draco Meteor. That's gotta be my play. He definitely wants to go for Drain Punch, so we have to send it on the Umbreon here. All right, coming down to it, because I think Foul Play can KO. He's +2 on attack. Foul Play should do a solid amount of damage here, and he's just gonna end up protecting. So he doesn't have a Dragon move. He simply does not have a Dragon move, but he's gonna try to put one of my Pokemon to sleep. I'm outspeeding. Can I KO? I do KO. Awesome. Get it on out my face. Don't feel like dealing with the sleeps. So he knows I have Foul Play. -2 on special attack now. Again, just really hoping that Foul Play can KO. And we'll see who their final Pokemon is. I'm guessing it's Ninetales. I had to guess. No, it's going to be Walking Wake, which is, that's tough news for me. I gotta just go for another Draco Meteor, right? I have to. He's going to go for Ironhead here. He's going to send it in the Umbreon slot, do a ton of damage in the Umbreon. Of course he gets a crit. And he's going to double down into that slot, and that's going to win the game. That's going to win the game, even though we're probably picking up a KO with a Walking Wake. My special attack is way too low. I'm going to need to bank on a crit to actually end up KOing this Komodo. And hopefully this still KOs. Let's see. It's not even KOing. That hurts the soul. That hurts the soul. I mean, we got to go for Thunderclap here. And he's just going to Drain Punch away. I mean, that's game, set, match. This will KO, though. Get it on out my face. Hold up. I think we just got to bank on a crit here. 0-2. This team that we're using is really strong. We're playing up against some good opponents today. Yeah, there goes Drain Punch. Yeah, we're banking on a crit here for Thunderclap. That's legit it. And I don't even think we're going to be able to KO with it, even if we get a crit. But we're going for it. We're going for it. -5 damage. It just barely moved that pin. But yeah, not expecting Komodo to actually have Drain Punch. We had this thing low, and I was just going to have my my Raging Bolt take it out later in the match. But he ended up using Drain Punch, flipping the fields, winning this match. We're 0-2. We need to go hop to our third and grab ourselves one victory. No shot, ladies and gentlemen. We are going up against like a mono deer team, a mono four-legged team, horses, zebras, deers. I'm all about this. Super dope team. I'm a big fan of it, but hate to be the bearer of bad news. We have to destroy this team. We have to destroy this team. We're 0-2. We need our first victory, and I'm going to get it right here. Honestly, Koraidon, a perfect lead here. We're going to end up leading that with probably Fluttermane. Let's just get after it, right? Yeah. Let's do it. Fluttermane, Koraidon, we'll bring Umbreon, and we will bring Raging Bolt or Entei. Probably, actually maybe Ogerpon here. Got 2 ground types. I'm going to go Ogerpon here. They got 2 ground types with Tinglu and Mudsdale. I love Mudsdale. Fun fact about Jeans, one of my favorite competitive teams was in Sword and Shield. It was a Mudsdale team. I would use Swagger Grimmsnarl onto Own Tempo Mudsdale and just Dynamax it and go absolutely nuclear. I got like top 500 in Master Ball tier. Actually, I think I hit like 200 with that team. I was lighting it up. That's when I actually used to push rank. When a new game comes out, I'll try pushing rank. But for now, we're just hanging out. Mudsdale, Stantler come out here. Is that an Intimidate Stantler? Yeah. That's fine. Scaring me a little bit here. I am, however, still just going to go for Collision Course here. And I might just Fairy Terra and Dazzling Gleam across the board. Actually, I'd rather just go for Moonblast here. Fairy Terra and Moonblast. This could be Assault Vested Mudsdale. But he's just going to end up withdrawing Stantler. Do not go into Spectre. Do not go into Spectre. Hate this game. Spectre is going to pop out here. The Spectre on the pop out. Mudsdale, what do you got cooking? I feel like Mudsdale has Heavy Slam, and we are in some trouble here if it has Heavy Slam. Go ahead, Fluttermane. Do Fluttermane things. Do Fluttermane things. Give me a crit or something. Dang, dude, this thing's bulky. He's definitely Assault Vested. Stamina gonna boost him up here. Collision Course gonna do absolutely nothing. And do you have Heavy Slam? I knew it. I knew it. Luckily, I got that Focus Sash, though. Luckily, Papa Jeans got that Focus Sash. From here, though, do I just double down to Mudsdale, just get rid of it? I think so. Take this Speed Boost with us as well. I'm doubling right down to Mudsdale. I love the Mudsdale neigh. It's just neighing out there, doing his little horse noise. It's so funny. Yeah, so we're gonna double down into Mudsdale. We don't want it to get out of hand here. The Spectre obviously probably just gonna pick up a KO into my Fluttermane. But it's time to get rid of this thing. I know -1 on attack, and he'll probably just intimidate me again. But I mean, Flare Blitz into Sunlight should still do relatively decent damage. Keep my Fluttermane for another turn. That'd be beautiful. Keep my Fluttermane for another turn. Attack my Koraidon. If they go into Stantler, we might just hard swap. It depends. He's gonna Will-O-Wisp Burn. Okay, so Koraidon's pretty much out of this match. He keeps my Fluttermane for another turn, which is beautiful news. But Koraidon really not doing much here. Really not. He's just not. I mean, you could Pester, you could do some damage, but you're really not doing much. And I see him going back into Stantler and just intimidating me. Tinglu actually pops out here. It's not bad for me. I could attack the Tinglu, but honestly, just doubling down to Spectre might be my play, because I got Power Whip to deal with that. I do have Power Whip to deal with that, so I'm honestly just going to double down to Spectre. I could go for a Gleam. I am going to go for a Gleam. Might as well chip up some damage here on both sides. Wow, you are actually super bulky, both these guys. Flare Blitz, how much damage you doing? Not bad. Not bad damage. Probably lose both our Pokemon here. Draining Kiss gonna fly here, and that's doing some damage. That is doing some damage. Wow, you get back a ton of HP. Here goes Send Headbutt. He's leaving my Flutter Mane on the field. Thank you. Thank you. Leave my Flutter Mane on the field. Thank you very much. Leaving my Flutter Mane on the field. I love to see that. Love to see that. And now we're just going to go right into Ogerpon. Take advantage of this. Take advantage of this. Honestly, do we just go Power Whip here? Or do we double down the Spectre? I kind of lean towards double down the Spectre. Just go and Gleam with Ivy Cudgel. Yeah, I'm cool with that. I'm cool with that. Then we can have Umbreon on the back end. I cannot believe my Flutter Mane, they left my Flutter Mane on the field this long. I cannot believe it. Dazzle Gleam doing great damage. Ogerpon outspeeding the Spectre. Ogerpon taking care of the Spectre. Now, I believe Tinglu to take out my Flutter Mane, which I actually wanted to take out my Flutter Mane at this point. And there's the Rock Slide, which I thought they probably should have used something like that last turn. That's fine. That's fine. Because now I get out my Umbreon. I have Ogerpon outspeeding. Ivy Cudgel should KO. He is going to intimidate me with Stantler. But Power Whip should still be able to KO. And I can just yawn this Stantler, right? Stantler, dude. He's so funny. Why is it so tiny, though? It's so tiny. Like, it's barely bigger than my Umbreon. It's barely bigger than my Umbreon. I'm still just going to go for Power Whip here. Even though accuracy's low. And this is where we just yawn up this Stantler. Just yawn up the boy. I love shiny Umbreon, though. That neon blue is just so dope. I think it's so cool. I'll try to remember to change it in the thumbnail. Make him a shiny Umbreon for the thumbnail. I think that'd be cool. We'll end up seeing a Terra type here. Most likely into Stantler. What you got, Stantler? Stellar Terra type Stantler. I'm with it. Respect. Respect. And I swear, if this Power Whip doesn't land, I lose this match. I'll never do another video. There it is. It's landing. Awesome. Get it on out of here. So Power Whip, big time KO. Stantler, what are you getting into here? What are you getting up to? Terra Blasting. Terra Blasting. Should be normal Terra, right? Oh no, it turns into Stellar. That's good damage. That's good damage. His attack is going to drop, though. And special attack's going to drop. And I get to yawn you. So that's pretty much game. I could just Spiky Shield this Ogerpon. I could protect the Umbreon here as well, but I got so much HP. Actually, I don't even have Protect on it. I have so much HP anyway. I was going to attack. But I'm just going to go for Spiky Shield. Pop that off. Wonder how much Foul Play's doing. His attack is dropped. Terra Blast launching into that slot. Big old block. Foul Play, how much damage are you doing? Not bad. And now you're asleep. Thanks to Yawn. Awesome. Dope. GG's. Now you just Ivy Cudgel away. And keep on Foul Playing. And they finally canceled match. 1 and 2 for today's video. Not the result we wanted, but got to showcase his team really well. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. Showcasing Umbreon on the channel. This Pokemon did really well in today's video. The team, not so much. We played up against some good opponents, and we ended up only going 1 and 2. I really expected at least a winning record for this team, but did not do that. Still, hopefully you guys did enjoy today's video. If you guys did, make sure you leave a like on it. And if you're brand new here, subscribe to the channel. Seriously, you guys rock out. Make sure you spread positive every day, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace out, everybody.